if I'm audible, okay? Hello, hey everyone. Waiting for everyone to join. Hello, Prakash. Hello, Arshit. Hello, Parag. Couple of easy contests. I'm super fine. Arun KS. Hello, sir. Hello, Bhuvnesh. Let's wait for everyone to join in. Waiting for everyone to join in. The topic will be LC 269 solutions and Leetcode Biweekly 66 if time permits. I'll be streaming till 1 o'clock at max 1:30. Not beyond that. Laptop is Chumeshwari. Laptop is very good. Waiting for everyone to join in. I have iPhone 12. Health all okay. Yeah. Super okay. Gained 15 kilos in the last 4-5 months. I've gained so kilos. अब मुझे t-shirts सब वगैरह fit आते हैं. Previously the t-shirts are not fit. Hey Gaurav, okay, 49 people. So let's quickly wrap up the introduction part. So today we will be solving Leetcode 269 bi-weekly that happened yesterday. Weekly that happened yesterday and bi-weekly that happened Saturday. I would have solved yesterday. कल मैं सो गया था तो इसीलिए नहीं हुआ. Anyways, let's get my name is Raj Vikramaditya. I'm working as I'm a computer programmer. I used to do a computer programming a lot. Currently, I'm working as a software engineer. I'm a candidate master at Codeforces, also a 6-star rated coder at CodeChef. I've been teaching from the past couple of years. Also, I run a YouTube channel which has 100k plus subscribers. Goes by the name Take You Forward, by the way. The subjects that I primarily take are competitive programming, data structure algorithms, C++, and interview preparation. So, going across, a lot of times candidates do miss out on great opportunities due to multiple reasons. They don't have a proper degree or a poor network. The resume does not stand out among all the others who apply. They would have applied to 50-60 companies, but they are not called for interviews. That's where something like Relevel jumps in, which is India's first test hiring platform backed up by Unacademy, which is helping job seekers find their dream jobs. Now you can get a job on the basis of your skills and talent. That means you don't need a degree, or even if your CGPA is less, it's absolutely okay. Going across, what are the benefits of participating in the Relevel test? Let's understand. There are over 50 plus companies, including India's top startups and unicorns like Cred, Misho, Urban Clap का नया नाम मैं भूल गया, Coordination, 1MG, Yellow Messenger, Misho अभी जो recently unicorn बना, that's also hiring. Zoom car है, बहुत सारे ऐसे जो भी नए startups, Upgrad है, Upstocks है. A lot of companies are hiring over there across 1,000 plus job openings, which includes business development, front-end development, and back-end development. Now you can attend this test for free. It's absolutely like they don't charge you anything. So once you attempt the test, you have to clear the cutoff score, and you can get the syllabus on their website. If you clear the cutoff score, you will get an interview, and everything will get wrapped up under 15 days. Now they have 3 criteria: business development, front-end development, back-end development. Okay. Now this is Auric BI Data Analytics, and you can book a slot whenever you feel free, and also you can use my promo code to get a free sample test paper. And yes, what are you waiting for? Go and register for Relevel today. Okay. जिम जाते हो भाई, टाइम का है जिम का टाइम कहाँ से आएगा? Okay, so what are we going to do today? We are basically going to solve leetcode.com, which is I'll just quickly unlock this and have it properly scheduled. Yeah, Majami. अब सही है? Okay, perfect. So let's lock it off. Yes. Now let's go to the contest. So we will. I'll be doing it. Math पता नहीं कैसे solve करें. क्या तुम्हें कैसा लगता है? How should I do like this? One problem from Leetcode Weekly 269, one problem from Biweekly, one problem from मतलब पहला problem दोनों का, फिर second problem दोनों का, फिर third problem दोनों का, फिर fourth problem दोनों का, ऐसे ही करते हैं. Let's do it this way, okay? First problem from both, then second problem from both, so that we can cover up everything, okay? Just in case अगर कुछ बच जाता है तो कोई दूसरे में कर लेंगे. Okay, let's do it like this. So 269 and 66 is what I have opened. Okay, because a lot of people ऐसा easy medium करेंगे, hard करते करते बहुत लोग से hard नहीं बनेगा तो drop कर देंगे, तो ऐसे करते हैं. Okay, so let's come to the first problem of both. Let's come to the first problem of this, and then we'll go to the first problem of that. So I'll give you some moments to read the problem. Definitely, I'll give you some minutes to read the problem. Here goes the problem. Please read it. Find target indices after starting. बाईवीकली भी करेंगे, ये भी करेंगे, दोनों करेंगे. तुम्हारे लिए आसान होगा देते, शायद बहुत लोग के लिए. एंड I will be always discussing the most optimal solutions. Now these problems can be solved, like you might get accepted by giving any random solutions, but my task will be to discuss the most optimal in terms of time complexity and space complexity, keeping in mind that you are preparing for interviews. ठीक है? Like I will just not be solving this problem. Like my goal is not to have that accepted written. My goal is to have a lot more than accepted. I have to understand what different ways we can solve. So I'll be discussing all the different patterns. ठीक है? फटाफट क्वेश्चन पढ़ लो. UQ लिख देना the moment you understand the question. Please put a UQ the moment you understand the question. Please write a UQ the moment you understand all the questions. UQ, okay. UQ. Today's daily challenges. एक डेली चैलेंज का रख ले क्या, जो हर दिन डेली चैलेंज आ रहा है, एक दिन बैठ के सारा करे क्या? लाइक कहाँ डेली चैलेंज? What do you say? Shall I keep one day where we do all the daily challenges problem? कहाँ था डेली चैलेंज? मैं सुना तो आ रहा है, बट कहाँ आ रहा है? कहाँ डेली चैलेंज कहाँ आ रहा है? Can you tell me where daily challenge is coming up? First one in the list. Explore. कहाँ है? कैलेंडर वाला? कहाँ पे है? राइट साइड में भैया. कहाँ है डेली चैलेंज? इंटरव्यू प्रॉब्लम्स. वेयर इज द डेली चैलेंज? एक्सपैंड. प्रॉब्लम्स में टाइटल के नीचे. कहाँ पे यार? Oh, calendar. This one. नहीं बट ऐसे मुझे कैसे पता चलेगा सारा कौन कौन सा है? मैं तो ऑलमोस्ट सारे प्रॉब्लम लीड कोड के होके रखे हुए, कैसे पता चलेगा कौन कौन सा है? मतलब हाउ टू नो कौन से दिन में कौन सा है? एनी आइडिया? The problem section first question I got, like in 7 days what questions came, how should I know that? Any idea? अच्छा ऐसे है, ये रहा, अच्छा समझ गया, ये रहा कैलेंडर में. Perfect. So let's do one thing. From now onwards we will be basically from Monday to Sunday जो questions आएंगे we will do it calendar wise on one day. चलेगा? लीड कोड एवरी प्रॉब्ली इसको वेडनेसडे या फिर कोई एक दिन रख लेते हैं. लास्ट 7 days वॉट एवर प्रॉब्लम्स केम वी विल डू दैट. मेक सेंस? ओके लेट्स डू दिस. अच्छा नाइस आइडिया, लेट्स डू दिस. ओके सो आई प्रॉब्ली फिक्स अ डेट फॉर दिस एंड वील डू ऑन दैट डेट. ठीक है, डन ऑन दिस. ओके अकाउंट्स मर्ज, अगर ट्राई का क्वेश्चन है तो मैं ट्राई प्ले लिस्ट पर डाल दूंगा. ठीक है. Okay, let's read the question. Find target indices after sorting array. So you're given a 0 indexed integer and a target element target. A target index is an index such that that index contains the value target. Return a list of target indices after sorting it in non-decreasing order. If there are no target indices, return an empty list. Okay, so basically 1 2 5 2 3. So if I definitely sort them, I'll get 1 2 2 3 5. So the target is 2. These are the targets. So they belong to the index 1 and 2. So index 1 and 2 will be returned. So that's what the question states. So इतनी उम्मीदें मत दो भैया, नहीं आओगे तो अच्छा नहीं लगेगा. अरे मैं आता हूँ यार, मैंने बोला था मैं वीकली करूंगा. लास्ट 5 वीकली में कर चुका हूँ, कर रहा हूँ कि नहीं. एक दिन लेट आता हूँ लेकिन आता हूँ कि नहीं सब बता देंगे तुमको. Guys, don't you think I come? I might be late one day, but I make sure I take the class. Don't worry. So I can say I can sort it. Like that's the normal brute method that might come to my mind, and I can say vector of int of answer definitely for this. And what I can do is I can iterate according to nums, and I can do a nums dot size, which is definitely int n equal to nums dot size. Correct. And over here what I can do is I'm using an external keyboard, so I might be a bit slow today. कभी मैं कीबोर्ड पे ऐसे करता नहीं हूँ. So if nums of I is equal to target, we can store this index in answer dot push back of I, and at the end of the day I can definitely return the answer. I think this should be the normal like naive way. Yes, this will be the naive way. That is what I think. ये मुझे naive way लग रहा है, देखते हैं. This looks okay. Target finished. So let's have it. So can you tell me what is the complexity of the above code? Can someone tell me what is the complexity of this above code? Anyone? And login, right? So it says n log n plus b go of n. Can we do this in big of n? Can we do? No, this is n log n plus big of n, right? N log n plus big of n, correct? But does it Relevel? Does it work? I'll probably do a podcast with someone who got a job. Thora tough test hai, but yeah, it does work. Yeah, n log n. So what I can say is n log n is what it is taking. Can I do this better? Okay, I can. What if I apply counting sort? Okay, so how should I do this? So if I apply counting sort, can I say if I can count the number of elements lesser than that? For an example, the target is equal to 4, and after sorting it looks like 1 3 3, or let's say 1 2 2 3 3 4 4 4 5 6 7 after sorting. So what I can do is if this is given in a haphazard way, like 4 4 2 3 2 2, 3, 1, 6, 5, 7, and then a 4 is given. Assume it's given in this way. So can I say count the number of elements? Yes. Can I count the number of elements lesser than target? So if I count the number of elements lesser than target, so I'll get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 elements lesser than target. 5 elements are lesser than target. Can I say this? So if I can just do a counting sort, yes, if I can just do a counting sort to say count the numbers which are lesser than target. 3 is 1, 2 is 1, 2 is 1, 3 is 1. These are the elements, assuming target to be 4. These are all the elements which are lesser. So there are 5 elements. So can I say, if I can also count how many numbers are there, count of target is equal to 3. I can also do a count of target equal to 3. So can I say if the number of elements are 5, if I try to write down the indexes, yes, if I try to write down the indexes, it will go like 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So if you carefully observe, this is like 4. And since there are 5 elements lesser, at the index 5, 4 starts. So can I say the count target is 3, 5th index, 6th index, and 7th index is where the target will lie, because lesser elements are 5. So you're sure that at the 5th index this 4 starts. Thereby I can say 5, 6, 7. Is that clear? Thereby I can say 5, 6, 7. Is that clear? Is that clear to everyone? Yes. Clear what I did? Not clear? I want a yes from everyone. नहीं है समझ? अच्छा नहीं है, चलो मुझे लगा था आज मैं ऐसे पढ़ा दूंगा. कोई नहीं. Let's bring my iPad. I thought you'll catch it super quick. That's why I did not go in deep. But no ways. Let me bring my iPad. रुको. चार्जर निकालने दो. I thought you'll catch it. That's why I did not explain so much. Hey, it was an easy one, man. Okay, let's take it. तो easy था ये, समझ में आ जाना चाहिए था खुद से ही. कोई नहीं. iPad ले लेते हैं, हो जाएगा. देखो मेरा iPad क्यों नहीं आ रहा है. आ जाए iPad. Hopefully my iPad comes in. Why is the iPad not coming? Shit. Okay, ठीक है, अभी मैं इसको एक बार प्लेस कर देता हूँ. Okay, let me just quickly draw this up. Let me just quickly draw this up. So assume I give you an example. अच्छा ये थोड़ा सा वैसा हो गया क्या? रुको एक सेकंड. And this is perfect now. So let me just quickly now explain you. ठीक है, क्वेश्चन खुद देख लो. So basically it's stated that let's assume I give you a target of 4. Okay, so assume I give you something like 4, 4, 3, 2, 2, 1, 4, and then a 6, 5, 7. Okay, so assume this is the array. So apparently if you sort it, what you were doing is, if you sort it, you got 1, 2, 2, 3, and then you got 4, 4, 4, and then you got 5, 6, 7. So after sorting, this is what you get. And the indexes where they lie are 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So this is where they lie. The target lies over here. So basically the answer will contain 4, 5, 6. These indexes. Okay. Now without sorting, how will you do this? Counting sort, man. Counting sort. Now tell me, if I can count that there are 4 elements which are lesser than 4. There are 4 elements lesser than 4. And if I can count how many target are there, which is 3. So can I say if there are 4 elements lesser than 4, so 4, 5, 6 will be the indexes. So what you do is you say count less and you start counting and you say count equal. So 4 is count equal, 4 is count equal, 3 is count less, 2 is count less, 2 is count less, 1 is count less, 4 is count equal, 6 is not less or equal, 5 is not less or equal, 7 is not less or equal. So count less is equal to 4, count equal to is to 3. So you can say starting from the 4th index, take 3 elements. So this is the answer. Now clear? Now should be clear. It should be clear now. Should be clear now. Should be clear now. Let's have a likes of 200, 300. Perfect. Clear. Understood solution. Okay. So what generally people do in the contest is they do the sorting and then think, "Arey, मेरे से तो हो गया, चलो sorting हो गया मेरे से." But the moment they get into the interview, they just mess it up there because they think sorting is the solution, right? Sort क्यों करना पड़ेगा? बिना sorting की तो count कर दोगे ना? Sort क्यों करना पड़ेगा? इसी में तो count किया मैंने. Why will you sort it? There is no need to sort it. So I did not change the input. I did not do anything. Counting sort does it. Got this? So this is where a lot of people go wrong. A lot of people go wrong over here because they do a sorting and they say the n log n and it gets accepted. They're like, "Arey bhai, mere se to ho gaya." But Leetcode contests are not for accepting. It is for getting the best possible solution that you can. So I can say count less is equal to 0. I can say count target is equal to 0. Then I can do for auto of and it nums, and I can say let's count cake. So basically count target is equal plus equal to it is equal to target, and count less plus equal to it is lesser than target. Okay, so once you've done this, it becomes a very simple one. Vector int answer while count target minus minus, and you can say answer dot push back count less plus plus, and you can return the answer. भैया 1 के लाइक्स पे रात भर डीएससी पढ़ोगे? चलो डन 1 के लाइक्स कर दो रात भर, क्या मैं पूरा 4 घंटा का क्लास लूंगा इसके बाद डीएससी. चलो लेट्स हैव अ चैलेंज, क्योंकि तुम लोग करोगे नहीं तो मुझे पता था मैं चिल लूं. एनीवेज एक्सेप्टेड. गॉट दिस? No. You need count sort, Arun. You need count sort. If you carefully observe, it carefully says that you have to return the list in the increasing order. The indexes has to be returned in increasing order. The indexes has to be returned in increasing order. You can't just put in random indexes. It has to be returned in indexing in the order, right? Clear है सबको? Big of n solution. No n login. No n login, because first time it will take 4, next time when it comes it will take 5, next time when it comes it will take 6. Clear? तुम 10 अकाउंट से करो, 1000 तो होगा ही नहीं, 1000 तो हो ही नहीं सकता. ओके डन. you see understood code. Everyone on chat you see. Then we'll move to the next question of Biweekly. So the problem was of 269. First one is done. Remember, count sort is the way, not sorting. Okay. You see to everyone. Okay, perfect. Everyone. Super quick. Perfect. Let's get to the Biweekly and let's do the first question from here. So please read the problem. In contest time, you should focus on the best like kaise bhi karke accept. After that, you should always dig deep to get the optimal solution. Always dig deep to get the most optimal solution possible. Okay, UC means understood code. Segmentary or DSU next month le lunga. No, in interview they will ask you the count sort. If interview the previous question comes up in an interview, if you say sorting, obviously they're not looking for sorting, they're looking for counting sort. That's why these editorials are so important. I just do not solve it on the purpose of accepting. I solve it on the purpose of telling you what is the best possible way. Okay, so please read this question. Kindly read this question. देखो बिना इसी के नया मैकबुक चल रहा है, हैंग नहीं कर रहा है. If you see, this new MacBook is running absolutely fine without AC, without a fan. इसका फैन भी नहीं चल रहा है, ये हीट भी नहीं होता है. It's so good. Previous MacBook was like थोड़ा सा AC अगर नहीं चला तो यार like रो देगा. Can I? I'm not sure. No, it opens the कर्सर वाले मिडिल बटन से तो वही खुल गया भाई, वही खुल जा रहा है. नहीं गलत है. I took the 14-inch M1 Pro. Okay, so let's understand the question. Given two string arrays, word 1 and word 2. Return the number of strings that appear exactly once in each of the arrays. So like Leetcode is amazing as is. Amazing Leetcode is... So amazing is someone which appears once here and once here. So this is what you have to do. Basically you have to tell me the strings which appears once in both the arrays. Once, exactly once. So I think the best possible way that I can definitely do is I can do a map of string comma, अच्छा दिख रहा है ना, ये बहुत छोटा तो नहीं हो गया. String comma int mpp for the first one and mpp2 for the second one. Then what I can do is auto of it for the words 1, and I can do mpp1 it plus plus. And similarly I can just do a for auto of and it on words 2, and I can do mpp2 it plus plus, and right at the end we can say we need all the words that are possible, so count equal to 0. Next I can just go across the map. First map, I can go across the first map, and I can say if it dot second is equal to 1, which means the count, and if mpp2 has it dot first, which is the string, is equal to 1, we can do a counter plus plus. As simple as that, and we can definitely return the count. Okay, so this is the brute force. This is the brute force. 2 hash map, simple as that. 2 hash map चल गया. तो इसकी कॉम्प्लेक्सिटी क्या है? अगर मैं 2 hash map यूज कर रहा हूँ, can you think of a possible way where you say that okay, I'm going to use 1 hash map? I think we can. I think we can. We have done the similar question in the previous weekly if you have attended the class. This is 2 dictionary. This is 2 dictionary that we are using. It's 2 dictionary, right? So how do I do it without using a couple of dictionaries? That's the question. Without using a couple of dictionaries, how do I do it? That's a big question. Any idea कैसे कर सकते हो? It's very simple. It dot second means this basically iterates on the map. So it is on the map. So it dot second means उसका count कितना है? तो अगर मैप का एक एलिमेंट का काउंट 1 है, if the map's elements count is 1, I'm checking if it's on the other map if the count is 1. So in both of them, if it's 1, you just do a counter plus plus. So this is perfect. Like this algorithm is perfect. But the only problem is I'm using a couple of hash maps, which the interviewer might, if this question is asked in an interview, the interviewer might say, hey, can you please use one hash map? Yes, Atharv, perfect. We did this the other day around where I said that instead of doing couple of maps, can I say, okay, let's take one map and I'm doing a plus plus over here. Let's do a minus minus over here. Okay, but here's the catch. You can't just do a minus minus. That's very important, because what if like it exists couple of times in the array 1 and couple of times in the array 2. Then if you do a minus minus, what apparently happens is 2 minus 2 will be 0. So what you have to say is, okay, now when I'm iterating on words 2, if MPP of 1 of IT is equal to 1, okay, like if MPP of 1 of IT, like if it appears once in the first array, then I can say MPP of 1 of IT, I can like not equal to 1, क्योंकि उसके बाद भी और एक बार भी हो सकता. If it's lesser than 2, I can say minus minus. Why lesser than 2? Because why not equal to 1? क्योंकि what if it's like एक बार है फिर next बार हो जाएगा, तो दिक्कतें हो सकती हैं. तो what I did was, if it's lesser than 2, then do a IT minus minus. Why not equal to 1? Because assume Raj is in the first array, so MPP will contain 1. So when the Raj is appearing on the second array, the MPP minus minus करने से 0 हो जाएगा. But next time फिर minus minus होगा नहीं. It's very important you check lesser than 2. Lesser than 2, then only you do a minus minus. So at the end of the day, what you do is you basically say if IT dot second is equal to 1, you do a counter plus plus. IT equal to 0, you do a counter plus plus, and this should work. 2, and if I sum it, this should work. Has everyone understood this? Why lesser than 2? Why lesser than 2? Why lesser than 2? Has everyone understood this? No. Aryan, you cannot take them into all dictionary and check the count for 2, because what if it's present twice in a single array, and then the dictionary will give you 2, right? Which is wrong. So why did I take lesser than 2? Let's understand. Why did I take lesser than 2? Let's understand. What if I give an example where I say words 1 contains Raj, okay, and I say words 2 contains Raj. Okay, let's take this example. So if I take this example, see what will happen if I just do a equal to 1, saying कि पहले अगर 1 होता तो इधर से ये कर दे, ये क्या होता. तो पहले बार राज जब मैप में जाता तो मैप की जो परिस्थिति है कुछ ऐसे हो जाती. The map would look something like this. Raj, 1. Correct? This is how the MPP would have looked like. Agreed? Do you agree with this? That this is how the map will look like? Agreed? This is how the map will look like. So basically when you do IT on words 2 is this. So whenever the first Raj comes, MPP of IT is equal to 1. Yes. Minus minus. So this will become 0. And whenever you come to the next Raj, this will not be satisfied because Raj is already 0. And thereby, at the end of the day, the map will look something like this, which states that Raj is appearing 0 times. Hence, you will count it, which is wrong, because Raj appears once here and Raj appears twice here, which they don't want. They want it to appear once here and once here, but it appears twice. So it should not be counted. Have you got this? Why did I do a lesser than 2? Because the moment you do a lesser than 2, what happens is, see, now right after here, this is how it looks. Now let's start. IT, the first time it's on Raj. So lesser than 2, minus minus. So becomes 0. Again comes across this Raj, lesser than 2, minus minus. So minus 1. Hence this will not be counted. Clear now? Why lesser than 2 and why not equal to 1? Because the values, since you're doing a minus minus, the values will change and you want to have a equal. Now why can't you just put into the dictionary and count equal to 2? What if I'm just keeping something like ST, and then if you put a count equal to 2, Raj will always have the count equal to 2. but they want once here and once here. Is that clear to everyone now? Is that clear to everyone? Clear है सबको? Clear? Got it? Why? Everyone? Has everyone got this? Why exactly 2, not 3? Because what if, again, the same example, why exactly 2? Because not 2, it's actually lesser than equal to 1. This will make sense. It basically means कि एक ही बार होना चाहिए. It should only be once. It should only be once. Because if it's 0 तो MPP 80 minus में 0 से छोटा हो जाएगा तो issue नहीं. It should only be either 1. Okay, it should only be either 1. थोड़ा पीछे आके देख लो. वो एग्जाम्पल लेके ड्राई रन कर लो, समझ में आ जाएगा. You cannot declare with -1. That's wrong. See, if it appears once there and it appears once here, on subtraction they have to give you 0. That's why I've taken like this. If it appears once there, then only it will get subtracted, and after subtraction it should be 0. As simple as that. Okay, you can take the example. If you haven't understood, take the example, do a dry run by yourself, have the code as equal to 1, do a dry run, have the code as lesser than 2, do a dry run, and you'll understand. Yes, not in online assessment, Rohit. In online assessment, it's not necessary to solve it with the most optimal, but in interviews it is absolutely necessary. Clear? Everyone's clear? Shall I move? UC, US, sab likh do. UC, yes, US from everyone. Vishal asks, Bhaiya, will you continue the tutorial after leaving India? Nahi pata. I cannot comment due to the difference of time zone. I'll try my best. That is what I can say. Not more, not lesser than that. Probably not on weekends. I will take weekdays. I'm not sure. Because 10 o'clock night over here means 6 o'clock in evening over there. So weekdays I cannot assure because the office 6 बजे office से ही आओगे तो पता नहीं weekdays का, but weekends तो खाली रहूँगा तो weekends I'll take. Don't worry about that. ठीक है, चलो B पे चलते हैं. Let's go to the B question. So this is done. Let's have this off. Okay, let's go to the 269B. K radius of arrays. This is a good sliding window question. Okay, I want you to read the question super quick. Please read the question. Yeah, Rishabh, you can use unordered map. Again, guys, for everyone who's thinking unordered map is... Guys, kitna bar bolo, unordered map is not... Unordered map is not big of 1, guys. Come out of that stuff. Unordered map is not big of 1. Someone said unordered map will be big of n हो जाएगा unordered map से. Let's check out unordered map का time complexity क्या होता है. ठीक है, चलो ये पढ़ो. Read this. Average case is constant which you are taking. But what if I give you a worst case? Then there will be collisions and it will end up being linear in constant size. Got it? 327. 1000 likes हो गया तो चलो. This is my promise. If you give me 1000 likes today, I'll take a DSC class right after this Leetcode. That's my promise. Chalo. If you give me 1000 likes, the moment I end the last question at 1 o'clock, if I have 1000 likes, I will continue with DSU. And लेकिन था तुम्हें भी you have to attend. Otherwise, I'll not take. ठीक है? Okay, cool. No, as I said, unordered maps worst complexity is big of n. So you cannot assure that unordered map होने से big of n हो जाएगा. n square भी हो सकता है. That is what I wanted to say you. ठीक है? Okay, we have 362. Looks like people are interested in making me work overtime. Let's see if you can make me work overtime, I'll be happy. I'll not be happy. Like करो देखते हैं. चलो देखते हैं. Let's see. Please check out the problem. UQ, by the way. Collision is basically when you have, because if you see the working of internal map, they store it in hashes. So hashes collide. बहुत rare है. It's a very rare incidence that occurs. Okay, question. Sorry, extremely sorry. The question is k radius 2090 k radius averages. Why use public class in C++ and CP? No, I don't use public class. Do I? The internal function has to be public class because an object is created from outside and it calls it. So if you do not have it as in a public, how will you call it from outside? That's not possible, right? So I will definitely want you to read this problem. Please read the problem. Let's quickly do it. K radius. Interesting problem. It is indeed an interesting problem. It is indeed an interesting problem. Six plus 2 into 3, 6 plus 7 हो गया. 7 अगर हो जाता है तो फिर 6 minus 7 तो नहीं होगा, बट ठीक है, बट I is greater than length minus 1. ठीक है, तो फिर ये वाला ले लेंगे, जब वहां जाएंगे तो वहां से हटाएंगे. चलेगा, perfect. ठीक है. This will be solved using sliding window. Looks like people are on a watch to make me work hard. Okay, let's see. 4 and 1. Hey. Okay, let me just quickly make question पढ़ लो, तब तक मैं फटाफट एक चीज बना के देता हूँ. फटाफट. करता रुको एक सेकंड. सेक्सी सही है. चलो no, 500 तो हो जाएगा. 1000 likes. Let's have the target. Okay. Okay, let's understand the question. K radius subarray average. So I'll just quickly write down the example. By the way, you see, UQ if you have understood the question. UQ if you have understood the question. UQ if you have understood the question. People saying 1000. For people saying कि कम कर दो, कम क्यों करो? मुझे लेना थोड़ी है क्लास 1000 रखूंगा ना, 1000 हो जाएगा तो फिर ठीक है, ऐसे मेहनत क्यों? ओके, अरे मैकबुक रिव्यू देख के क्या करोगे? Okay, let's understand the question. I'll just quickly write it down. So k radius sub array averages. Okay, so basically you're given 7 4 3 9 1 8 5 2 6. Okay, and k is given as 3, and k is given as 3. So let's understand. So basically this is what is given to you, which is k radius subarray averages. Okay, so what they are saying is the average, like if you are standing at a center, then the radius has to be 3. So this is the 3 radius, this is the 3 radius. So if you take this array, yes, if you take this array and if you do the sum will be nothing but 7 plus 4 11 plus 3 14, 14 plus 9 23, 23 plus 1 24, 24 plus 8 32 plus 5 37. 37 divided by the number of elements 7, which makes it 5 point something. So the answer will be floor of it, which is 5. So for every element which can have a k equal to 3 radius, only this element can have k equal to 3 radius. So the answer is 5. So for this the answer is 5. Okay, this guy cannot have 3 radius because on the left it has only has 2 elements, but they want on the left 3, on the right 3. Okay, so if you're standing here, there are 3 elements here and 3 elements on the right. So you can take this, right? So basically over here the sum will be, I think will be 30 4 3 7 9 16 17 25 32 by 7, which is 4. So the answer for this is 4. Next, if you stand here, again there are 3 elements and 3 elements. So if I just go over here and I say, what is the answer? 34 by 7, which is again 4. So this answer is also 4. But if you stand here, there are no 3 elements. So only for these guys, there are 3 elements on the left, 3 elements on the right, and all the other ones are -1, -1, -1, -1, -1. Make sense? Make sense? Does that make sense to everyone? Understood the question? And if you see, the answer is this. Question clear? Questions clear? So remember, k will be given as 2. So apparently what is the length of the subarray at every time? The length, like something to carefully observe, is 0 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. Okay, so this is something which you have to observe. Now if you carefully observe, if k is 3, the first subarray, yes, the first subarray that starts is over here. The first subarray starts at 3 only, because if you stand at 3, yes, if you stand at 3, then only the first element can be taken, right? If you stand at 3, then only the first element can be taken. That's for sure. Now can I also say, थोड़ा सा last की तरफ focus करते हैं. Like if I ask you, if k is 3, I'm extremely sorry, k is 3. If k is 3, then what is the length of the subarray that I'm talking of? If k is 3, what is the length of the subarray that I'm talking of? I'm talking of the length of subarray to be 2 into k, which is on the left side there will be k elements, on the right side there will be k elements, and the center element is 1. So I can say that it's 2 into k plus 1. It's 2 into k plus 1. So if I ask you, can I do a 2-pointer approach? Sorry, can I do a sliding window? The answer to that will be yes, we can definitely do a sliding window. So let's discuss the sliding window approach. So can I say that 2 into k plus 1 is indeed over here 7, is indeed over here 7. And can I say this? The first subarray that ends is this one. This is the first subarray. Can I say this is the first subarray? So can I be like, whenever my pointer reaches here, then I consider this subarray sum divided by 7. And I store it. This is 6. This is 6. So 6 minus k is equal to 3. Over here, the answer will be stored. So in order to do a dry run, let's understand. Let's do a dry run. So if we're standing here, the sum is 0. The sum is 0. Sorry, the sum is 7. Next, move this. The sum is 4 plus 11. Next, move this. The sum is 11 plus 3, 14. Next, move this. The sum is 14 plus 9, 23. Next, move this. Sum is 23 plus 1, 24. Next, move this. 24 plus 8, 32. Next, move this. 32 plus 5, 37. Here is the point you will stop. Here is the point you will stop. Whenever your pointer reaches here, whenever your pointer reaches the 6th index, you'll be like, hey Striver, the length was 7. The length was 7. So if my pointer is reaching at any index which is length minus 1, which is, दिख रहा है ना पूरा तुम लोग को? हाँ दिख रहा है. Which is length minus 1. Can I say like 6 is indeed length minus 1 greater than equal to? Because 6 greater than 7 minus 1. That's true. 6 greater than equal to 7 minus 1. That's true. So can I say this is the first ending point of the first subarray? Is the first ending point of the first subarray. Can I say this? Can I say this? This is the first ending point of the first subarray. Can I say this? बोल सकता हूं? क्या तुम agree करते हो मेरे से? Do you agree that I can say that? Indeed I can. Indeed I can. There's absolutely no doubt that this is the first subarray ending point. Thereby, for this, which is the center? For this, which is the center? Can I say for this, the center will always be, if you're standing at I, the center will always be I minus k, because there are k elements. So if you just go back k, this is the center. Make sense? The center will be I minus k. So can I say the answer, I can store the answer on I minus k equal to sum by length, which is over here 37 by 7 makes it 5. I can definitely, because I minus k is where it will be. Next, the moment the pointer moves here, for the next one the pointer moves here, can I say the next subarray in consideration should be ideally this one? Can I say the next subarray in consideration should be ideally this one? Makes sense? Which apparently means there will be an addition of 2. Yes, there will be an addition of 2, but at the same time there will be a removal of 7. There will be an addition of 2. There will be an addition of 2, which makes it 39, but at the same time there will be a removal of 7, which makes it 32. Do you agree? Because if the first subarray was here, and when you move the pointer from here to here, you see that there is an extra element. So this is the new subarray of length 7, and there is an extra element 7. So you have to remove it. So can I say if you are standing at 7? Yes. Can I say if you are standing at 7, then I minus length is what you have to remove. Can I say the removal is of the previous element, which is array of I minus length, because if you are standing at 7, you are removing the 0th index. So 7 to 0 is 7, which is nothing but the length, because you have to go back length and you have to remove it. Do you agree? पीछे वाला 7 उठाना पड़ेगा. So can I say on the removal it is I minus length? So over here you have 32 again. So this time the answer will be 32 by 7, which gives you 4. Again you can store it on the center. Thereby this 5 is stored, then this 4 is stored. Next, you move the pointer here. This time can I say the next subarray into consideration will be this guy. Thereby there will be addition of plus 6, which makes it 38, and the pointer is here, and this minus 7 means this guy will be removed. There will be minus 4, which makes it 34. So again, can I say the answer is 34 by 7, which is 4? Again, you can store it on the center, thereby the answer gets stored here. So can I say I can simply write a slider? I can simply write a slider and store everything. Do you agree? I can simply write a slider and do everything. Do you understand this? Do you understand this? क्या चल रहा है तुम लोग सब टेलीग्राम ग्रुप पे क्यों शेयर कर रहे हो? See, before this, everyone else can be stored as -1. Before this, no need to change it. The moment you reach 6, which is this, the moment this condition arrives, then only you start storing answers. That's it. The moment you reach this, for the centers, you store these answers. As simple as that. Only the moment you cross length -1, for centers, you store the answer. Got it? Is that clear? Yes. Only for centers you'll store it, and apart from this, all of these guys can be stored. So shall I code US if I've understood the solution? US if I've understood the solution. Quite simple. US if I've understood the solution, guys. भाई कहाँ शेयर कर रहे हो भाई? Where are you sharing, dude? दूसरे क्रिएटर्स मैसेज कर रहे हैं कि हमारे ग्रुप पे तेरे स्ट्रीम का लिंक आ रहा है. Okay, everyone has understood this, right? Cool, perfect. So everyone has understood this. Amazing. Okay, let's code this. So coding is very simple on this. So probably I can store a vector int answer, and I can say nums dot size and -1 would be the answer. Probably we can just store okay. Next I can take a sum equal to 0. Sum कितना 10 to the power 5. 10 to the power 5. It might exceed. long लेना पड़ेगा. देखते हैं करके. If it exceeds, then we'll take long. But I'm not sure if it will exceed. But I think it might exceed because 10 to the power 5 and 10 to the power 5 will exceed. So yeah, it's better if we take a long, because not long is not necessary. So we can take this now. We can just get on started. I less than n, and sliding window can be I plus plus. Can I simply say that? Do I need to subtract? Okay, I need to add it for sure, which is nums of I. Yes, I need to add it for sure, which is nums of I. Okay, exceed करेगा. I'm not using public. It's already written because this function is called from outside. So if you give it a private, how will they call this function? Sum plus. Now I just need to subtract. If I remember the condition, I just need to subtract when I reach 7. So basically, if I'm at I, minus length is greater than equal to 0. Yes, then only I need to subtract. If I'm reaching, or I can say if I'm going across greater than length, then I need to subtract. 6 पे पहुंचेगा तो कुछ subtract नहीं करना है, क्योंकि 6 का ही पहला तो सही है. 7 पे पहुंचेंगे तो subtract करना है. ठीक है. So I can be like, let's keep the length as well. So the length is k into k plus 1. So I can be like, if I reach greater than length, then I need to subtract something from the before. So before subtraction will be nums of 7 minus 7 कर रहा था. So I minus length will be subtracted. And if when will be the sum computed? If I is greater than length minus 1, Yes, because this is where the average gets started. 5. So I is greater than length minus 1. I is greater than equal to length minus 1. Then I can say plus कर लिया minus कर लिया. Answer of on middle will be I minus k equal to sum. ठीक है. So I have this, and at the end of the day I can return the answer. I think should work fine. छोटा सा कोड है. Mine, अरे 37 32. रिपीट पीछे जाके देख लो. जिनको रिपीट चाहिए पीछे जाके देख लो. जिनको रिपीट चाहिए पीछे जाके देख लो. अगर नीचे रिपीट गो बैक एंड वॉच. भाई क्या चल रहा है? मतलब पीपल आर लाइक बदला ले रहे हो क्या? भाई क्या चल रहा है? ये सब जगह कर रहे हो. हैव टू बी केयरफुल नेक्स्ट टाइम. लेट्स सी 1000 तो बहुत ज़्यादा है. होगा नहीं, आई थिंक बहुत ज़्यादा है. अच्छा लेट्स सी. ओके 5:53. ये मैं जल्दी क्लास खत्म करूँगा. इज दिस क्लियर? राहुल तो पूरा कोड पिद्दू सा. You see, understood the code? So simple, so straightforward. Understood the code, guys? You see? ओवर कमिटमेंट नहीं. ठीक है, पढ़ा दूंगा. वैसे मैं रात भर अभी क्या ही करता हूँ. मैं रिकर्शन का तुम लोग का वीडियो रिकॉर्ड करता. आई हैव रिकॉर्डेड द रिकर्शन वीडियो. बट ठीक है, लाइक आई जस्ट मेड रिकर्शन का. आज ही मैं सिलेबस बना रहा था तुम लोग के लिए. I'll show you that syllabus only. I made the syllabus proper recursion ka, because I'll start DP. So I was making recursion syllabus. So if you see, this is the recursion syllabus created. Proper pehla video, second video, third video, fourth video. Proper recursion syllabus. You see this? Properly printing subsequences. This actually teaches you every concept of recursion that is required throughout. So wonderful recursion playlist coming up. Wonderful. So I was actually making this. आज रात को record करता, but ठीक है. Okay, here's the code. Here's the code. Can I just quickly get out? Recursion के बाद DP. क्योंकि what I feel is the way I teach recursion, you should know that way. Then only you can convert that into DP. Because अचानक मैं DP शुरू करूँगा, मैं बोलूँगा यार इसको ऐसे करते हैं, recursion ऐसे लिखते हैं, तो ये भी लाइक ये कहाँ से आया. तो I want कि you know how I think recursion, how I approach a recursion problem, you know all the patterns, and then when I start DP you can connect them easily. Okay. Recursion within December 10 पूरा जितने मैंने videos लिखे हैं सारा within December 10 आ जाएगा. That's my promise. But your job is to share it as much as you can. This is going to be a hell of a recursion series. Again, one of the biggest over the internet. Probably 22 videos होंगे. 22 videos. This is something. And फिर nqueen वगैरह भी है. वो तो बनाया हुआ है already. दोनों को combine कर देंगे तो 20 to 25 videos on recursion only. So it's going to be a hell of a series. Because if you see nqueen ये सब नहीं है. तो nqueen I have already made it. I'll combine both of them and I'll be a hell of stuff. Okay, k radius average is done. Sure, I'll make the recursion series and you will not require Java code. It will be plain. Just I'll be using a vector. In Java, you can use ArrayList. It will be plain. I'll write pseudocode mostly. Okay, let's go to the next one. This is clear now. This is clear, right? Everyone clear? 6:30, 6:58. अरे भाई कहाँ वायरल कर रहे हो? $699 भाई किसी ने बॉट फॉट लगा दिया क्या? 739. What is happening? अरे someone has put a bot. 858. Someone has put a bot. किसी ने लाइक खरीदा है. Someone has bot likes. This is not good. This is not good. This is not good, यार. Don't do अरे पैसे मत waste करो यार. This is bad. Don't waste money, guys. Please don't do that to waste money. This doesn't look good. पैसे सिर्फ 500 रुपए ऐसे ही खर्च कर दिए मुझे लग रहा है लाइक्स खरीदने के लिए. No, I don't think it's a group share because the live watching should have increased. It's not a group share. It's someone has bought from somewhere. Likes खरीदने मिलता है. Likes and views you will get to buy. You also get to buy subscribers. You also get to buy subscribers. If you want to buy subscribers, you can just go across, give 1,000 rupees, get 1,000 subscribers. It's not a big deal. Hey, let's read the next question. Please read this question. I'll get started. Injustice to me. Anyways, read the question. Read the question super quick. This is a good question actually. I actually loved the question, to be very honest. I indeed loved the question. So I wanted to read the question and then we can get started. The question पढ़ लो, फटाफट question पढ़ लो. Second question of the day. Yeah, this is pure greedy. This is pure greedy. Please read the question. And then I'll get started. Okay, so basically, what does the question state? The question states there will be houses and dots. So you need to solve this problem. Like basically, let me just give you an example. I'm not sure what Utkarsh said. This can be solved. मतलब काफी वे से हो सकता है, DP से भी हो सकता है. But why have to use DP if this can be done in big of n without space? I can do this in big of n without space, so I don't think there's a requirement of DP. DP will be an overkill because it's an overkill. It will be like it's intuitive, but it will be an overkill. It's a simple greedy solution. So basically, what it states is assume H. So H refers to house. Okay. Now, if you place a bucket, like if you place a bucket here, like a house, when rain arrives, over the house the water pours over, and it requires a bucket on either of the side. Either it will require a bucket here or a bucket here. It requires, so that the water comes into the bucket. Now, does it require buckets on both the sides? The answer is no. If the bucket is on the one side, all the water goes here. If the bucket is not here and it's here, all the water goes here. So they want you to tell, they'll be giving you a string which will have house and empty spaces. They want you what is the minimum number of buckets that you need such that all the rainwater goes into the bucket. Like over here, the answer will be 2. Why? Because this goes here and this goes here. So there will be 2 buckets required such that all the rainwater gets into the bucket. Okay, 1001. Okay, let's take after this. I'll reschedule. इसका reschedule कर देंगे, ठीक है. Let's देखते कितने लोग वॉच करेंगे. If I have 100 watching, I'll take it. If 100 watching आ जाना ले लेंगे, ठीक है. चलो. किसी ने लाइक खरीद लिया. Someone bought likes. It's not good. It's not good. Someone bought likes, which is not good. But ठीक है, कोई नहीं. I'll take a 2-hour class, ठीक है. Don't worry. Let's let me just tell them to make it public tomorrow so that I can just start the stream. नहीं तो फिर सो जाएंगे वो लोग, तो प्राइवेट बना हुआ है सेशन. Can you schedule? Okay, done. Yeah, who bought likes? It's not good. I think someone bought likes, which is not good. Someone bought, I think, 1,000 likes from some site. अलग ही लेवल है भाई, मतलब. Anyways, मैंने बोल दिया. Can you schedule this one for tomorrow 10 p.m? Hopefully someone will schedule it. I've texted. This is where I've texted. Yeah. Can you schedule this one for tomorrow 10 p.m? कर देगा तो मैं आज 1 बजे ले लूँगा, ठीक है. So I've told it. देख रहा है? I've told. If someone schedules it, it's private. Hopefully they are live now. 12 बजे सो जाते हैं. Let's assume they are live. Is it live? Let's see. The video is private. Okay, let's understand this one. So let's take one more example. Over here, like एक और लेते हैं, ये लेते हैं double h. So dot h. So when I'm saying dot h. So basically one of the ways is put a bucket here. All the rainwater goes, which is 2 buckets. Dot h. So if you put a bucket here, all of it goes here. So it's a 1 bucket. So for this, the answer will be this one, which is requirement of 1 bucket. Clear है? Clear है ये वाला? Is a requirement of 1 bucket. कल मेरी ट्रेन है यार, रात को लूंगा तो आज ही लूंगा बस. I've written, मैं दिखाई देता हूँ. See, I've written this. Can you do this? We had a challenge in life for 1K. People did. So I might take an extra 1 hour class and do it tonight itself. I've told you. दिखा दिया. अब बस ये वाला reply आ जाएगा तो we can have it. ठीक है? So I've told it. कल रात को no stream. Next 6 days no stream. I'll not be available. Okay. So I've told it. अब अगर reply आता है तो फिर अच्छा बात है. I have done my side clear. Reply आ जाएगा तो अच्छा बात है क्योंकि the DSU masterclass is private. So if I take it, you'll not be able to see it. Okay, so I'm just waiting for a reply. Hopefully I get it. Anyways, let's take it. So how will you do this? The main criteria that I see is we don't want basically we don't want क्या बोलूं, like if there are a couple of h, we want a bucket in between. That's the main problem because generally if it's like h dot h, then 1 bucket for every h. The only problem that I have is if I have h dot h. So basically apparently if I give it a thought, if I put a bucket here, then this is done. And if I put a bucket here, this two are done. And if I just put a bucket here, this is done. So the main idea lies in this stuff like h dot h. The main idea revolves around h dot h. Do you agree with this or not? Do you agree with this or not, that the main idea lies in h dot h? Agree करते हो कि नहीं मेरे से? Do you agree with me or not? Tell me if you agree or do you not agree. Guys, do you agree? Right? So my logic, yes, my logic will be a bit of greedy. So I know one thing for sure. If there is an h at whatsoever index, I think forget whatever is there. If there is a h at the ith index, what I will say is there is no profit in putting a bucket on the left side. There is no profit in putting a bucket in the left side, because it might happen there might be a dot and there might be an h. So if I put a bucket here, then this h will also use this bucket. So for this h, there is no point in putting a bucket in I minus 1. So if I encounter an h, my greedy nature will say there is an advantage of putting a bucket here, because that might help the next h if there exists. If there exists, it will help that guy. So I get a one notion that, okay, if there is a h on the ith index and the next guy is an empty guy. If the next guy is an empty guy, then for sure the bucket will go there instead of going on the left. That's my first observation. Try putting bucket on I plus 1 if s of I plus 1 is equal to dot. Do you agree with this? Do you agree? Now coming across, that's why I've written this condition. That's why I've written Krimo's Strand. That's why I've written s I plus 1 is equal to dot. Correct? So what I am like is, okay, but what if I encounter a case where there is an h and right here there is an h and there might be a dot here and there might be a dot here. For example, I encounter this case. Then logically I see I plus 1 is not equal to dot. Thereby I cannot place it in I plus 1, and I'll be like, okay, I cannot place afterwards, so I'll only have an option of placing it before. So thereby I will check if I minus 1 is equal to dot, then I will place it there. So first I'll try to place it on the right side. If it works, fine. If it does not works, then I'll place it on the left side. Make sense, everyone? Does that make sense, everyone? So there is a checking that we will always do. For I plus 1, there has to be a dot and we'll place it. And if there is no dot, then I'll place it on the left. Okay, but what if there is nothing on the left also? What if we encounter a case where we have something like this, where this is the starting point, or assume there is a h or something like this, h dot. What if we encounter these couple of cases? Is this possible? No. Both the cases are not possible. For both the cases, we will have minus 1 as the answer, because they have said there might be cases which is not possible. Because it stated there might be cases where it might not be possible. Do you agree? Because if you're standing here and you cannot put it on the right, you cannot put a bucket on the right, you cannot put a bucket on the left, that means all the rainwater over this house cannot get into a bucket, which means minus 1. Similarly, if there's a house here and there's a right and left filled with houses, you cannot have rainwaters of this house poured into a bucket, so minus 1. So we have pretty much assumed, we have pretty much trimmed the problem to saying either place it on I plus 1 or either place it I minus 1. If both of them are not possible, then the answer will be minus 1. We have trimmed down the problem somehow, right? We have trimmed down the problem somehow. Now, can I say this? If I am at a H and the right side is empty, and I am placing a bucket here, and I am placing a bucket here. Can I say I'm definitely sure if this guy is H or a dot, I don't care. Because if for this house, this guy was empty and I've placed a bucket. If for this house, the right guy was empty and I've placed a bucket. For the does the next two index matter to me? सोच के बताना. Does the next two index matter to me? यहाँ पे H है या डॉट है, कोई फर्क पड़ता है? क्योंकि both of them will be covered by this bucket. Do you agree? Because this H will be getting over here and this is a dot, so it's okay. So does these couple of indexes matter to you? After this H, does these couple of indexes matter to you? No. Indeed, no. No. These couple of indexes do not matter to you anymore because this house will also pour in here. So can I say you directly go to here, which is apparently plus 2 indexes, which is apparently like if this is first index, second index, third, which is apparently 3 indexes. Shift is what you will do because they will not matter anymore. It was a dot, doesn't matter. It was a house, doesn't matter, will be covered because you're placing a bucket here. So makes sense? If you're placing a bucket on the right, assuming this can be a house, this can be a dot, doesn't matter because they will be covered and you'll move across. Makes sense? So I think I've trimmed the problem down to very simple. Place it on the right, then do a jump of 3. Do a jump of 3 because these two doesn't matter. So jump of 3 will be done. Correct? And if you're placing on the left, nothing, just jump of 1. And if not possible, -1. I just made the problem into a very simple one. I just made the problem into very, very, very simple. Clear है सबको? Is that clear to everyone? Is that clear to everyone? Is that clear to everyone? अभी और मैं 10,000 लाइक्स तो नहीं बोलने वाला, कोई खरीद कर ही देगा. Clear to everyone? Looks like no reply. Open. Okay. कोई नहीं, अपन इसी स्ट्रीम में अगर कोई रिप्लाई नहीं आएगा इसी स्ट्रीम पे पढ़ाना शुरू कर देंगे. टेंशन क्या है, इसी स्ट्रीम पे पढ़ा लेंगे. स्ट्रीम तो स्ट्रीम ही होता है कि नहीं, बाद में रीनेम कर देंगे. ठीक है. अज्यूमिंग वी हैव 100 वॉचिंग मिनिमम. अबे आप छोड़ कि मत चला जाना. ठीक, चलो कोड करें. Shall we code this? If everyone has understood this, shall we code this? Very straightforward, very simple. Int answer equal to 0. I can just get across saying for int I equal to 0, I lesser than n, I plus plus. Remember there's an I plus plus over here. Okay, so we can eliminate this. We can eliminate this, and we can be like if street of I is equal to h. In case it is h, then only we care. And if it is h, yes, and if it is h, then only we care. And if it's h, we first try to place it on the right, which means the I plus 1 should exist, which is, and again int n equal to street or dot size. ठीक है, शुरू मजबूरी में किया था, मजा आ रहा है. कोई नहीं. So first check for out of bound condition, then you can check for I plus 1. Should be an empty one. If it's an empty one, the answer will increase by plus, and this will go by +3 because the next couple of indexes do not matter, and you can put a continue because there's no need to do anything else. Right after this, if the continue doesn't work, then the I minus 1 should be greater than equal to 0, out of bound check, and the street on I minus 1 should definitely have equal to dot, and if that's the case, you can definitely place it over there. So place a bucket over there, and the I will be very simple. You'll just go across here. I'll just go to the next index, nothing different, because पीछे अगर place किया तो कुछ ऐसा फर्क नहीं पड़ेगा. But if none of the cases appear, then it's never possible. अगर आगे भी नहीं कर सकते हाउस के लिए, पीछे भी नहीं कर सकते, तो possible नहीं है. At the end of the day, you can return the answer. I think this should be the answer. Perfect. I plus plus हुआ. Okay, right after this there will also be an I plus plus, assuming it's not an head, so it should be fine. Yeah. Okay, got it. Has everyone got this? Complexity wise, I did not. Now on Discuss, you'll find a lot of solutions. Yes, on Discuss, you'll find a lot of solutions which tampers with the street, which modifies the street. But if you carefully observe, I did not modify the string anywhere. None of the places I modified the string. None of the places I did modify the string. Did not modify the string, no change of input, big of n, no DP. That's a simple greedy. It's a simple greedy. Everyone got this. मजा आ रहा है लीट कोड करके. रात को 12:30 पे स्ट्रीम कर रहे हैं. Got it, everyone? Okay, amazing, right? कल मेरा रात को ट्रेन भी है. Tomorrow is my last day also at office. छुट्टी आजादी. Okay, clear ना big of n solution. As big of n solution. ठीक है. No, it's not a specific pattern. It's a very easy one. Like अगर तुम CP वगैरह करते हो, it becomes very easy because you know, right में एक बंदा को अगर मैं बकेट डालता हूँ तो नेक्स्ट वाला हाउस भी स्किप हो जाएगा. तो मैंने बस वही वाला दिमाग लगाया कि अच्छा राइट पे डालने से स्किप हो जाएगा, तो बेटर है सबसे पहले ग्रीडी से राइट में डालता हूँ. तो मैंने स्किप करवा दिया. तो नॉर्मल लॉजिक लगाया, ग्रीडी लगाया, उसमें कोई लॉजिक नहीं है. वेरी बेसिक ग्रीडी. Tomorrow I'm going to my native place to meet everyone because I'll be leaving country soon. सबसे एक बार प्रणाम करके आते हैं. Okay, बढ़िया. Perfect. We've done this. So again, the second questions of both the contests are done. गला सूख गया मेरा तो भी. मैंने इसका लास्ट क्वेश्चन ऐसे देखा नहीं है, तो पता नहीं कैसा होगा, देखना पड़ेगा. It's an easy one. ये बहुत सिंपल क्वेश्चन है. Okay, read the question. Joining is of December 6. कर लो ना h_h को. रोहित h_h में क्या होगा? h वाला स्टार्ट करोगे, राइट में प्लेस करोगे बकेट, 3 जंप लगाओगे तो लास्ट वाले h में पहुंचोगे. लास्ट वाला h के राइट में जगह नहीं है तो लेफ्ट में प्लेस करोगे, दो बकेट प्लेस हो गया. नहीं भाई, अच्छा तो लगता नहीं है बट ठीक है. ऐसे सारे CF के उठा के ये लोग लाते हैं, पता नहीं क्यों लाते हैं. Okay, this one. Okay, so please read this question, and after that, we will go to the next one, which is minimum cost homecoming of a grid. This is an extension of a problem, grid unique paths. Okay, question पढ़ लो. Question, read the question, and then we will get started. Anyways, अब मैं ये इमेज हटा देता हूँ. बड़ा अच्छा सा मैं एक तो कल से लेके आऊँ. यहाँ पे नीचे लिखा होगा स्ट्राइवर आग जलता हो, सही लगेगा. नीचे एकदम बाहर में स्ट्राइवर है, ऊपर स्ट्राइवर लिखा रहेगा. Read the question, and we'll get to the next one. Which company? It's Google, Warsaw. अबे मैं really नहीं बता सकता कहाँ जा रहा हूँ, क्यों जा रहा हूँ. ये फॉलो ट्विटर इंस्टाग्राम पे फॉलो करो, वहाँ बताता रहता हूँ. It's an easy question. I am not sure why the hell is this tagged as a medium. कुछ दिन बाद खुद ही easy में टपक जाएगा and people will submit it at once. जलता हुआ हेलमेट खरीद लो. नोटिफिकेशन नहीं आया, कुछ नहीं कर सकते यार. नोटिफिकेशन नहीं आया तो can't help. Okay, removing minimum and maximum from the array. कुछ लोग तो दिल पे ले लिए legs को, पता नहीं क्यों. How do you even spend money on buying these things? पैसे खरीदने एक काम करो, मेरे चैनल पे सब्सक्राइबर्स के लिए इंक्रीज करवा दो. बेटर रहेगा. गूगल माजा का सबसे पहला नोटिफिकेशन फिक्स करना. मैं यूट्यूब टीम में नहीं जा रहा हूँ डूड. अगर गूगल क्लाउड की टीम पे जाना. Okay, removing minimum and maximum. Let's understand this question. Maximum from array. Okay, so what does the question states? Okay, let me take the example. 2, 10, 7, 5, 4, 1, 8, 6. Okay, what does the question basically states? The question states that given a minimum and maximum, okay, you have to remove the minimum and maximum. Max is this, minimum is this. So how can you remove the maximum and minimum? Now you cannot just go and you just cannot delete them like this. There is no option of like simply going and putting a delete. No option of doing that. Instead, what you can do it, you can either delete from the front or you can either delete from the end. For an example, I delete 2, then I can delete 10. For an example, I can delete 6, 8 and then 1. So in total, the answer will be 2 plus 3, which is 5 steps required. So the answer for this will be 5 steps. So you need to find the minimum steps. You need to find the minimum steps required to delete the minimum and maximum. And how can you delete? You can delete from the front. You can delete from the end. Clear है क्या? Clear है क्या? Is it clear? Okay, so logically, what is the, like, how can you delete? I can say you can find the minimum, assuming this is one of the pointers which either points to minimum or maximum. This is the other pointer which either points to the minimum and maximum. One will be on the left and one will be on the right for sure. Like there is absolutely, like, assume one index to be I, assume one index to be j. This can either be minimum, can be maximum. I'll always take the left index, कुछ भी हो सकता है. I'll just swap them. So I, there will be an index I which is on the left, because someone, either the minimum or maximum will be on the left, or either the minimum or maximum will be on the right for sure. Now can I say, if I'm looking to delete, the first possible way is delete this guy, delete this guy. So basically this one and this one. Delete left plus delete right. So if I delete this guy, this is equal to saying I steps. And if I delete this guy, for example, if there are 4, 5, 6, so there are 3 elements which have to be deleted. N is equal to 7. So can I say it's basically n minus j. steps, because if this steps is nothing but 7 minus 4, which is 3 steps. So if you delete left and if you delete right, these are the number of steps that you'll be requiring. I from the left, n minus j from the right. What's the other way that you can do? The other way that you can do is, you will say, I'll delete till here everything. I'll delete till here everything. Like delete, 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 then delete. That can be one of the other ways. So delete from left only. That can be the second way. What's the second possible way? So it's your job to tell me what's the third way. Second possible way. Delete all from left, which will mean j steps. Does everyone agree with me? Sorry, 0, 1, 2. I plus 1 hoga, by the way. This will be I plus 1. Because 0, 1, 2 index पे है, तो 3 elements delete होंगे. So I plus 1. So this will be j plus 1 steps. What's the third possible way? Everyone. What is the third possible way? I'll see. I'll take a DC class if there are people. Don't worry. अगर लोग रहेंगे तो लेंगे, नहीं तो फिर नहीं लेंगे. ऐसे पढ़ा के कोई मजा नहीं आएगा ना मेरे को भी. Third possible way. What's the third possible way? What's the third possible way? Yes. N minus I steps from the back. N minus I steps for the back. Because you might say that, hey, listen, I am going to delete these. So this many elements, which is, so can I say among all these ways, whichever is the minimum is your answer? Can I say among all the ways, whichever is the, yeah, that's your answer? Can I say this? Can I say this? Can I say this or not? I can indeed. So everyone has understood. All US understood the solution. कमर दर्द हो गया बैठे बैठे यार. US. Okay, so let's quickly code this up. Yeah, let's super quickly code this up. So if I remove the minimum or maximum, I can be like, okay, fine. Let me find the ith index, which is assuming -1. Let's assume the jth index, which is -1. कोई फंक्शन है क्या मिनिमम एलिमेंट निकालने का? स्टार मिनिमम एलिमेंट था ना? It gives the minimum element. I think int I equal to minimum underscore, if I remember well, I'm not sure, nums dot begin like this. This gives me the index. Can someone confirm if this is safe? I don't remember this till now. Can someone confirm if this is correct? Just in case if I is greater than j, just swap them so that I can always have I on the left. I don't have to write multiple times. So नहीं स्टार नहीं होगा, स्टार से एलिमेंट आ जाता है, with star the element comes in. This is basically the iterator, and if you subtract you get the index. I want the index, not the elements. Do I need the elements? No, I don't need the elements. I need the indexes. So return minimum of I plus 1 plus n minus j, comma minimum of I plus 1, sorry, j plus 1. Okay, and nums dot size n minus I. Should run fine. Aha. I got tired. Finished. Clear? Now, how can you use low bound? It's not a. How did you use low bound? It's not a sorted, man. Sorted है नहीं, low bound कैसे use कर लिया? Is this clear? A simple enough couple of line solution. Simple enough couple of line solution. Just making sure I is always on the left, right. Oh. Clear? You see, if you understood the code, big of n approach, because minimum element still takes big of n in order to scan and find the minimum element, and that takes big of n again. So big of n, simple as that. Got it, everyone? Perfect. So we've done specifically the 3 problems that we had. Okay. So the next one we will do is minimum cost homecoming of a grid. Okay, let's take this problem and try to read this. Minimum cost homecoming of a robot in a grid. So please read the question and we'll get started. It's an easy one. This question is a derivative of this problem. If you have done this problem, grid unique paths. Try this problem. I have a grid unique paths. Leetcode. It's a derivative of this problem. Unique paths. Like if you see, I think I have a video. मेरा video दिख नहीं रहा है. Anyways, I have a video on this unique paths. Check out कर सकते हो. I think you'll get this on writing. Take it forward. Yeah, this यहाँ पे है ये रहा. Oh भाई 40,000 views देख रहे हो. कौन बोला मेरा वीडियोस लोग नहीं देखते? समन कोई तो बोला था मुझे वीडियो लोग नहीं देखते. 40,000. इट टेक्स टाइम. या इट टेक्स टाइम. कब आया था वीडियो? ये डेट क्या है वीडियो को आने का? डेट क्यों नहीं दिख रहा है? कब आया था? कितना? 1 ईयर अगो आया था. हाँ ठीक है, चलो 1 ईयर अगो. या स्वैप मैटर्स ना, नहीं तो फिर आई एंड जे के लिए अलग अलग लिखना पड़ेगा. So if you have seen this grid unique paths, it contains a similar concept. It contains a similar concept. So anyways, read the problem and then we'll get started. Read the problem, then we'll get started. And next question, DSU. This question is whether DSU. Find people with secret is DSU. So I'll code it for people who know DSU. For people who don't know DSU, let's see if we have. मेरे को ऐसे भी अभी तक reply आया नहीं. It's very bad. Okay, read the question. Minimum cost homecoming of a grid. डिसजॉइंट सेट यूनियन. इट्स अ ग्राफ का एक अच्छा सा कॉन्सेप्ट है. इस ग्राफ का कॉन्सेप्ट. It's a concept in graphs which is there. Okay, let's read the let's understand. So basic MacBook. Okay. Okay, so the question basically states that. Okay, shall I not do this class? तो ये वाला क्लास ठीक है, ये वाला मैं DSU में करवा दूंगा. चलो ये वाला अपन लोग DSU में कर लेंगे. एंड ये वाला पता नहीं किस चीज़ का है, मैं देखा भी नहीं है. No issues. We'll do this on DSUs. ठीक है, DSU. We'll do this on the DSU class. Okay. Let's understand the question. So basically, it states that you'll be given. Do I have my Presentify, by the way? I do have. Command A. Let's control it. Okay. So basically, it states that you'll be given a start row and start column, which is apparently this portion. Okay, and then you'll also be I think given a home row and home column. Assume this is the portion. Now what you need to figure out is how can you go. So over here you can go from here to here. Okay, so you go to the second row. So if you go to any row, then there's a costing. So if you went to the second row, there's a costing of 3 rupees that will be costed. Okay, there's a costing of 3. Then you go to this column, which is column 1. So the costing of 2 rupees will be there. Then you go to column 2, where there is a costing of 6. So 6. Then you go to column 3. So it costs you 7. So in total, if you add these up, you will get the answer as 18. And what they want you to find is the minimum total cost. For an example, this robot can also go like this. From here, and here. It can also go like this, like this, like this, like this. It can also go like this, and like this. Do you agree that it can go like any of the ways, like any of the paths, and among all the paths, whichever gives you the minimum total cost, you have to return that. Is the question clear? Is the question clear? Is the question clear? Clear है तो पक्का? Amazing. Nice. Okay, so how do you find the minimum cost path? That's the question. Now the question arises, are there actually, like, if you take any different paths, will the answer be different? And the answer to that is no. If you take any different paths, the answer will not be different. Why? Because okay, because if you're standing over here and you have to reach here, if you're going from here to here, that means you're going to row number 2. So row is 2 where you're going. Then you're going to here, which means you're going to column number 1. Then you're going here, going to column number 2. Then you're going here, which means you're going to column number 3. So apparently the row 2 plus column 1 plus column 2 plus column 3 will be added to give you the answer. Agreed? Now if I take any other path, this, and this, then on the bluer path, the row is again row number 2, and the column is again column 1, column 2, column 3. Do you see a pattern? Do you see a pattern? Yes. No matter which path you take, there will always be a movement to row number 2, because if you don't move down, you'll never reach this position. No matter what you're doing, you have to move to the bottom, to the row number. No matter where you move, you have to move to the bottom. Do you agree with this? That no matter where you move, you have to move to the bottom? Agreed, everyone? Does everyone agree with this? No matter where you move, you have to take, like, if I'm giving you this point, you have to end up taking some steps upward. ठीक है? So no matter which path you take, you will end up taking some directions in either upward or in either downward, and you will end up taking the same steps in the rightward or in the leftward. Do you agree? Do you agree? Does everyone agree? Does everyone agree? No matter which direction you take, because even if you take this, there is one down direction, 3 right direction. If you even take this, then this, then this, then this, there's 3 right and 1 down again. So no matter which path you take, everyone will have the same number of rights or same number of lefts or same number of downs. So whichever combination you take, you are actually moving to those rows. So on the addition, the answer will always be same. Do you agree? The answer will always be same. So it's not a Dijkstra. It's not a Dijkstra. It's nothing like a BFS. It's nothing like anything. You just have to print, like, you just have to figure out which is the lowest row. Like, just figure out the top row, just figure out the bottom row, and just keep on moving to this particular row. Just keep on moving to this particular row and just add up the answers. Find the left column, find the right column, just keep on moving, keep on moving, keep on moving, and add them to the answer, and you'll get your answer. Isn't it? Even if you go up, how does it matter? Like, if I give you this point as the ending point, sorry, starting point, and if I give you this as the ending point, so even if you take this, even if you take this, and then you take this, then you take this, then you take this, and then you take this, and then you take this. It's basically saying 4 right, 3 up. Let's assume you take 1 up, 2 up, 3 up, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's sorry, एक ज़्यादा हो गया क्या? हाँ. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's basically saying 4 right, 3 up. Agreed? Agreed. So no matter which path are you taking, you're bound to take the upward directions in the same rows. You're bound to take the rightward directions in the same columns. Otherwise you'll never reach from here to here, because in order to take this diagonal distance, you're bound to take some right directions and you're bound to take an upward direction, or even in the other way, you have to bound to take this one and this one. So कॉस्ट कुछ भी हो, क्या ही फर्क पड़ता है? तुम ये रोज में तो जाओगे ही, इधर जाओ, इधर जाओ, इधर जाओ, एक बार इधर जाओ, एक बार इधर जाओ, एक बार इधर जाओ, एक बार इधर, क्या ही फर्क पड़ता है? You will always go to these rows and these rows will be added, because it doesn't matter कब जा रहे हो. It is not based on when you are going. You just have to add किस किस रो में जा रहे हो if you read the question. Did you? So can I say, doesn't matter whichever is the starting point, whichever is the ending point. I'll just get the row, the upper row, the bottom row, and I'll try to move till here. I'll get the left column wherever it is. I'll get the right column and I'll try to move it to here. And I'll just add this plus add this to get the paths up. Do you agree? कोई भी स्टार्ट हो, पीछे जाओ, आगे जाओ, वही कॉलम्स में जाओगे. No need to do any different stuffs. If you go from back also, you're visiting the same columns. If you're going upwards also, you're visiting the same columns. Yeah, you might visit इस रो को पहले, इस रो को पहले, right? Because the column and row are fixed. It doesn't matter when you are taking that path, because you have to go through that row and column. Got this, everyone? Has everyone got this? Has everyone got this? So if I code this up, okay, start position दिया हुआ है, row cost दिया हुआ है, start position, home position. Okay, so probably I can say R1 is equal to minimum of start position of 0, comma, home position of 0. Okay, R2 is max of start position of 0. ठीक है, home position of 0. Okay, so we got that right. int row 1 is got, so C1 can be written as minimum of start position of 1 comma home position. अरे figuring life जा life figure कर bro. We can say start position of 1, home position of 1. Okay, so this is what we get. What after this? I know we have to cost is what we have to add. So can I say I will definitely go to row 1 plus 1, and I'll go until row 2 and I plus plus. So the cost will be plus equal to, so I'm going to these rows, so row costs, correct, plus equal to y, and I know I'll definitely go to these columns, which is column 1 plus 1, I lesser than equal to column 2 and I plus plus. So can I say cost plus equal to column cost and I, and can I return the cost? I think this should work if I'm not doing any mistake. $18.80, yeah, should work. Why is it not answering? Oh yeah, 5552. Column 1 plus 1, I plus plus, column cost. Looks like we have done some mistake. Okay, let's quickly check this out. 5,2, 5,5. 5 के लिए जाएगा नहीं? हाँ, नहीं जाएगा. Okay, let's quickly write this off. Let's quickly take this example. Are we doing some mistake? 5,5. Zero, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. C1 takes home column, then it will be wrong. नहीं, कैसे wrong होगा? Because you'll end up taking those. You will end up taking like, what I'm meaning to say is you'll end up going those distances. Like you'll end up going to those distances. Should not be wrong logically, right? Okay, I'll just quickly write down the answers. So don't worry about that. Okay, 7, 1, 7 for row. It is 7, 1, 3, 3, 5, 3, 22, 10, 23. Column is 5, 5, 6, 2, 0, 60. Okay. No. Yes, there will be a problem. Correct. Because तो फिर home वाला नहीं ले पाएंगे अपन. सही बोला. If we start from home, we will not take that guy, and we will go to C1 plus 1. Yeah, there might be a problem. There will be a lot of cases. I'm trying to write it in a couple of lines. Yeah, max mean will cause a problem because you might not end up taking this. Okay. So, okay, cool. So just need to make sure this will be a couple of lines. Then if the start position of 0 is equal to R1, then it's okay. Okay, else if it's not, then it's the other way around. I think this will work now. Because if it's R1, then it's okay. Because for R1, you start from R1 and you don't take it. But the start position udhar hai. Minimum start position ho gaya. If this is not the case, then that is the end position. So you go back. Yeah, you go back to R1, saying that ये मेरा ending position है, and you go till R2 minus 1. This should work now. And if start position of 1 is equal to column 1, then it's okay. You start taking from the next, or else it should work. Good case. C1 C2 minus 1. I think should be fine. नहीं मतलब इजी कर लेते हैं, मैं वेक्टर में डाल के सॉर्ट नहीं करना चाहता. आई वांट टू कीप इट वेरी सिंपल नाउ. आई एम एक्चुअली ट्राइंग टू राइट अ वेरी बड़ा तो मैं लिख ही सकता हूँ, लेकिन आई एम ट्राइंग टू राइट अ वेरी शॉर्ट कोड. या आई एम ट्राइंग टू राइट अ शॉर्ट कोड. या एक्सेप्ट. Perfect. Yeah, I'll tell min max. So basically, what I'm trying to figure is ऊपर वाला बंदा कौन है, तो ऊपर से नीचे आऊँगा. ठीक है, तो अभी I'll explain. What I did was whatever was given to me. So assume this is R1 C1 and assume this is R2 C2. Okay, that can be one of the cases. So I know I will start from R1 and I'll go till R2 for sure. So this is the starting point and this is the ending point. So I easily got R1 to R2, and I know if I'm going from R1 to R2, R1 will not be into the answer. R1 will not be in the answer. Correct? R1 will not be in the answer. That is something which I know, but R2 will be in the answer because we end up reaching R2, so R2 will be in the answer. Correct? If it's something like R1 ऊपर है and R1 से R2 जा रहा है. Correct? Similarly, if you're going from column 1, column 2 will be in the answer. Agreed? If you're going from column 1 is at the above and column 2 is at the bottom, and you're going like this, can I say column 2 will be in the answer and column 1 will not be in the answer? That is what I've written. If I'm getting like R1 and C1 पहले R1 से R2 जा रहे हैं और right में जा रहे हैं, down में जा रहे हैं, then what I'm saying is R1 will not be in the answer and C1 will not be in the answer. That's what. But if it's the other way around, like if I say that, hey listen, this is somewhere the home and this is the start. So in this case you go like this, so R2 will not be considered whereas R1 will be considered. Do you agree? And similarly, if you go right, C1 will be considered, C2 will not be considered. Do you agree? So if R1 is the home, so R1 minimum hoga, correct? R1 will be the minimum. And if R1 is the minimum, then I can just take R1 and I'll not take R2. Correct? And similarly, I'll take C1 and I'll not take C2. Got this? Have you got it? Have you got it? Have you got it? Similar enough? I was actually trying to write a very short code. I was being cheeky. I generally don't like writing very longer codes. So I was going cheeky. So इसीलिए मैंने minimum और max कर लिया. और मैंने चेक कर लिया कि R1 ऊपर है. अगर R1 ऊपर है, मतलब starting position है वो, तो फिर ऊपर वाला बंदा नहीं लेंगे. So that's why I basically try to make it as short as possible. That's it. Cool. I hope you've got it. That if condition is if अगर एंडिंग पोजीशन ऊपर है तो तुम नीचे से ऊपर जा रहे हो, बस वही वाला लॉजिक है. 2-3 एग्जांपल दो, you'll get this. You take couple of examples, you'll get this. Okay. ट्विटर का सीईओ इंडियन है, क्या कर लोगे तुम लोग? ट्विटर का सीईओ इंडियन है तो क्या करो? Okay, so has everyone understood everything? Has everyone understood everything? Of like 336 problems we did. And there's one problem left, so I'll keep this into my DSU masterclass. So yeah, I'll keep this in my marathon problems. I'll keep this into my marathon problems. Okay? Find people will secret. Cool. I've kept this problem, people will secret with marathons. And इसको मैराथन पे करेंगे एक दिन. मैराथन करने वाला हूँ या फिर DSU में चिपका दूंगा, किसी एक में कर लेंगे जिसमें भी है. And there's one more problem from here. I'll also put this into marathon. Let's put this into marathon as well. So let's take a Leetcode marathon and do this. Perfect. Okay guys, it's almost night now. So have you enjoyed the class? Have you enjoyed the class? Good afternoon. So how was the class today? All problems cleared? Good enough? Yeah, today was a very smooth class. That was a very smooth class. I did not feel कि इतना भी smooth होगा. I did not feel like it will be so smooth. I got tired. अरे भाई MacBook reviews. इतना ज़्यादा MacBook के पीछे पगल. ठीक है, I'll review this. ठीक है. I'll review this specially for. ये तो अरे अब बहुत लोगों को DSU नहीं आता तो ये वाला नहीं समझ में आएगा. So I am thinking of putting this across once for a while. एक अच्छा सा DSU लेके all the DSU problems I'll do. 4 hours class is what I'm planning. ठीक है. Now don't feel bad. He just bought it. But it's like I would have taken अगर मेरे पास audience रहता. But 100 watching है. शुरू करूँगा तो 60-70 हो जाएगा तो मतलब नहीं है. And I'll take it someday. Don't worry. If I've said I'll take a DSU class, don't worry. I'll take a DSU class for sure. This is something which I'm planning for November, by the way. December है ना? So I'll put December plan में रख देता हूँ. First thing is DSU masterclass. That's the first priority. 4 hours. And there's a segment tree remaining. So I'll just put this across as well. Segment tree. This will be plus Fenwick tree second class. This will also be 4 hours approximately. I'll take 3 hours if my voice does not permit. And weekly we'll do daily challenges of Leetcode on Wednesday. All 7 problems from Thursday to Wednesday. This is something which we'll plan. Every Sunday is Leetcode Weekly. Saturday, enjoyment day. Resume reviews. और कोई आइडिया है? Resume reviews ही करेंगे शायद. mock interviews if you're willing to. You can definitely mail me across or message me at Instagram or Telegram, wherever mock interviews. These things are planning. AMA. Yeah, these things I'll be planning. और कुछ idea? Any else ideas? This is what I'm planning every day. And Leetcode Weekly, and yeah, Leetcode Biweekly if any. Leetcode Biweekly if any. This is the plan for December. Okay. Do you want me to add anything? Do you want me to add anything extra? Okay, this is a good idea. Okay, done. Save profile review. Any other DP series will be on my channel, not here. Your interview experience not allowed to NDA, non-disclosure. This is what we are planning for December. Let's keep Leetcode ही कराएंगे क्योंकि this channel is placement oriented, not competitive programming. And for competitive programming, you can follow all the current competitive programmers. We are not current competitive programmers, so we cannot do competitive coding. Abhi it takes a lot of effort. I don't think I'll put that much effort now. Leetcode comes very natural, like थोड़ा easy होता है in terms of preparing. Anyways, so KP and string algo, I'll put that देखते हैं on my channel. I'll take a string masterclass in January. ठीक है, चलो. Okay, guys, that is what we had done for today. Let's wrap it up. Take care. Bye bye. Good night. See ya. I'll meet next Sunday. Till then, I'm off. Bye bye.